Hello, you're listening to Celeb Stopover on your favorite station. My name is Ife Ajagbe, and I do have somebody that is very gentlemanly in the building. You know the way Burna Boy went ahead and called himself an African giant. And even though, we lashed out a bit, but at some point we just had to accept it. And then this guy has branded himself as an African gentleman. And we sort of accept it. I mean, there was a single to that effect. There's an album with that name. So, I mean, what do you do? But accept the fact that Ric Hassani is the gentleman in the building. What's up to you?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I'm phenomenal. I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
Very fine, thank you. If I wanted to confuse some people, I'll just say, yeah, Eric Ikechuku. And they'll be wondering, like, who's the guy? Like, who's that?
Wow. that's my government name.
Yeah, so if you were to write you a check, that's what we'll be writing on it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so Rick, you've had a pretty interesting journey in music.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I like the fact that for every opportunity you get, you tell the story. It's a good thing.
Oh.
But yeah, so let's talk about, I'm very curious because the first song I heard from you, I think was Dance Dance.
Yeah,
it was Dance. That was around the time I knew. I was like, okay, this guy sounds interesting. Okay, so what's up with you and all of that? So tell me, did you think that song would take you as far as it did?
Oh, the thing about music and creativity is that you create something, and of course you think the best for it. Like you want the best to happen. You want to drop the song, and then the next day you're on stage with Beyonce and Barack Obama is saying how amazing you are. So you imagine for all that to happen, but you have those dreams, and then you also have like the realistic worries. You know what I mean? So I think realistically, I was just like, man, I hope this thing works out. But I wasn't really thinking too much of it to be honest. I wasn't, especially when I dropped it. It wasn't until like maybe a year that anybody even really paid any attention to it. So you can imagine, like, so I just felt like nothing was going to happen.
So Rick, I'm sure you must have noticed that it looks like for every time you sleep and wake up, there's a new artist in Nigeria.
Literally, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So what can you share some of your strategies as an independent artist? Because you're successful and you're not on a record label. So what have you done?
I think people ask me this all the time, and whenever I give them the answer, they still feel like this one secret that I'm not telling them, or something. But this is the honest answer, man. Just do everything you can with anything you can all the time. Like do it a lot. Like even if all you can do is post on Facebook. If all you can do, let's imagine that Twitter has exploded, Instagram has exploded, every other thing, YouTube has exploded, and there's only Facebook in the world. If it's only Facebook that you can do, then do Facebook a lot. Like just go at it, and that goes the same for like recording or on stage, or like just do everything you can and do a lot of it. It's almost like to say some people, let's imagine that you want to fill a drum up with water, right? Like a big drum with water. So now whoever fills that drum up is as successful as you'd be. Some people, they can come with a cup of water to fill the drum, and then be going back and forth, bringing cups of water until the drum is filled up. Some people can come with a bowl, some can come with a bucket, some can come with another drum. You know what I mean? And some just have teaspoons. But the thing is, if 2 buckets of water can fill the drum, 600 teaspoons can also fill the drum. And when the drum is filled, nobody will ask you what you used to fill it up. Their own is just, did you fill the drum? Yes. So in my case now, maybe Beyonce and Drake and Don Jazzy and Wizkid, maybe they may have, big buckets of water or cups of water. But I have a teaspoon. So for me to
More
have
like barrels
you
of
know,
water.
you know that exactly, you know. So, and I'm still going to feel my drum. So it may take me more
Mm.
time. It may take me more effort because I have to be carrying teaspoon up and down and be running back and forth. But it will still fill up, you know, and nobody
Mm.
will ask you, oh, how did you feel your drum? So that's the advice I always give. And people think that, nah, there must be something you're not telling us. But that's the truth. I'm just running with my teaspoons and filling my drum up. That's all I'm doing.
Fantastic. So I'm also curious about something. You have a long-standing relationship with Sam Clef. You said you were a studio rat in Sam Clef's studio when he was the hottest producer in Nigeria as at that
Yeah.
time. You know, like they all
Yeah.
have seasons. I'm not saying it's not good anymore, but you know, everybody
Yeah.
has a moment.
Scandal.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
so what is your relationship with him now?
Yeah, he's in America now, you know. He's not in Nigeria anymore. So we don't really speak as often, you know what I mean? And that was really a long time ago, but it's not like we don't speak or anything. Like that's my guy, you know, but it's just you know, I mean, like it's just how they would say 20 friends don't play for 20 years, you know? So it was just a natural drift up.
So I know that you have a niche fan base in Nigeria, but interestingly, there are other African countries that just, you know, you're like they're whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about business. How did you discover them and how do you service this particular audiences?
If I'll be honest with you, like I have no idea. Like I don't know how it happened. I think we probably even had this discussion back in the day when I used to come to your station. Like I have no idea. Like I just like got one email from Malawi and then another email from, you know, Ethiopia and then another email from. I've just been responding to emails, but the thing is, whenever I see any like activity in any of these countries, I always try to see maybe can I do some Instagram sponsored advertising there or Facebook advertising or what I used to do is I would when I get maybe a tweet or a message from let's say Angola, right? I go on
Mhm.
Google and just I Google top 10 clubs in Angola or top 10 DJs in Angola or top 10 radio OAPs in Angola. And then I literally stalk them till I can find their Instagram handles or something I can reach out to them with. And that's how I reach out to them and make friends with them. And some of them already know me. So it's like they're happy about it, you know. So it makes the relationship easier. And that's just how I and my team have been trying to exploit those areas and see how we can.
So, your guys, those guys that you called up and took along when you were going to Malawi, you know, those like, oh, will you be my PR guy? Will you be my manager? Would you be all those your guys? Are they still on your team till
They
date?
are still my guys till today. Like, although it's only one of them that's my guy because the other of my guys they were literally, you know, guys on my streets in Port Harcourt at the time when I was still living with my mom and my dad. So of course they had like their own job. They have their own jobs now, so they couldn't move to Lagos. But one of them is still my. You know him now, Sam Eligwe. You should know Sam Eligwe. He's chubby like this. He's a bit too chubby. That's still my guy. You know and he still works with me and he's on my team.
You're still listening to Celeb Stopover. My name is Ife Adagbe. Ric Hassani is in the building, and we're asking him the money question. So, where's your money coming from? Is it from live performances or streaming? Which has the higher income for you?
To be honest, it's a little bit of both. But I would say the most consistent high income earning, let me just put it that way, is definitely from my streams. Because it's a lot more consistent and it can only go up, you know. The good thing about streaming money is the least money that you would make is the most money you can make. Does that make sense? Like the least money you can make is the most money you can make. Let's say you put out your song on iTunes and then 5 people stream it, right? If that's the most money you can make, then that's the least you'd make. You know what I mean? Until more people stream it and then more people stream it. So it can only keep going up. It's not like stock prices or something that can devalue or maybe the cost of a stream can go down or crash. No, it can only always keep going up. So that's why it's like is the more consistently increasing source of income. But the thing about show money now is it varies in different places. For example, in all those my Honduras, all those places, the least I collect is upwards of $15,000 to $20,000. But oh my God, say I'm just airing my it's only you that can make me
money.
Yes,
it's good.
It's upwards of I'm not going to say the exact figure, but it's upwards of $20,000. But in Nigeria, I'm still being paid, around $1 million, But $20,000 is about 10 million naira, for one, So it varies in different, and there'll also come a time when I get to that level in Nigeria where I can push my price up, because the fact still remains that for some reason I still have a lot more work to do in Nigeria. I don't know how it's like that, but I accept it. Yeah, I'm not complaining, So that's the thing with show money, and it varies,
Yeah, Rick. This part of your story sounds a lot like Wizboy. Hot and well paid in a lot of francophone African countries.
Yeah.
But it's not as high in Nigeria, especially not even Lagos.
Yeah.
And in Lagos.
Yeah.
So I totally get what you're talking about. So let's talk about your new single, Waves.
Oh yeah, wait. let me tell you something about Waves.
I wish I could have taken a picture of my facial expression when I was listening to the song. I was like I asked someone to please go to Deezer, look for Waves for me. And person played it. Is that the song? I said Waves by Ric Hassani. I first said, yeah, that's it. I'm like, this is, but it's a cool song. Is this, is that? I say, boy. That's not Rick. That song. Where's Rick? Rick, what happened?
Let me explain what happened, right? So, the funny thing is that I recorded Wave in the evening, and I put it out the next day. I didn't want to think about it. I just did what came to my head, because I've never done that before, and I felt like let me just do something. I didn't want to just come out with my normal when it comes to love songs. Of course, I have a ton of love songs, and I just felt like, let me just, the funny thing, and let me be honest, right? And when I made that song, I was having this discussion with MI and Olamide. That's Olamide, Bado Olamide. So, because those are you should have your mountain, I call it my mountain, places that when I go to people that are ahead of me and just seek their counsel and stuff like that. So I call it my mountain. So when I went to Emma and Olamide, our plan was, I actually wanted people to hate the song. I'm telling you the truth.
Wow.
Because it's and this is what me and Emma were saying. It's almost even better. I just felt like I've been too oh, he's amazing. Oh, he's amazing. Oh, he's amazing. Oh, he can sing. Oh, it's at the point it just gets too. I didn't want people. It just, the thing is, if I bring out a very excellent song with excellent lyrics and excellent, at this point, it's already expected, because that's what people expect from me. They don't expect me to bring out some. You understand what I mean? So I just feel like I need to just do one kind thing,
Okay, so I get the reverse psychology part, which probably is working for you.
Yeah.
I think also, you know what just came to my mind when I heard it? I'm like, this looks like, imagine if Rico Slim had decided to grow. So now this is what Rico Slim would have been doing. Yeah, it sounded like a grown, Rico Slim. Rappers to also always get better with time. The more you do it, the better you get. So it's a premium version of Rico Slim.
Yeah, true.
Let me read this comment for you. Femi Blessing says, Ricky gave us a Naira Marley on the Wave song.
tell you the funny thing. Do you know, we wanted to feature Naira Marley, I'm telling you, and we probably still will. Yeah, my team were like, oh my God, let's get Naira Marley on this. You know, but then we were like, no time, let's just put the song out, you know, because we just felt like, oh, if we try, maybe it may take some time and this and that. And we probably still will, you know, we probably still will put Naira Marley on the remix.
You strike me as somebody that would not mind international collaborations. Who would you love to collaborate with internationally?
Beyonce. Yeah. Beyonce is one of those people that they are not just singers, they are great people. Beyonce is just a great person. I think it's even beyond, oh, who is Beyonce? She's a singer. I don't think you can just call her a singer. Like, she's a great person. You know, it's just like saying Oprah Winfrey is a TV VJ or something. You can't call her a TV VJ. She's a great, even if that's what she is. But she's a great person. She's Oprah Winfrey. You can't say Will Smith is an actor or he's a rapper. No, he's Will Smith. So I feel like Beyonce is one of those people. She's Beyonce, period. She's not, you can't say she's a singer. You know, there are singers, that's fine, but she's just Beyonce.
If you're a music artist and you're at a point in your career that you're making a lot of money, where do you invest so that when, you know, sales are not coming in as much as before, you have something to fall back on?
I don't know. You can invest in anything that really interests you now, I think, you know. I mean, business, I'd always say invest in only stuff that you understand, you know, only stuff that you understand. I don't believe in, oh, this thing is hot now, everybody's investing, let's go and invest. It's working for everybody else because they believe in the thing. But if you don't believe in the thing and you don't understand them, you carry your money, go put for there. I mean, like, it's not going to work for you because the way life works is it's only what you believe and what's yours that will work for you. So I don't invest in things that I don't understand. Yes, I'm investing in, I've been making furniture for a year and people don't really know much, just for houses and hotels and stuff like that. So now I'm trying to push it into like a more serious brand where I'll have Hassani Home, you know, Hassani Kitchen, Hassani Office, Hassani, you know what I mean? Like different. So I'm trying to brand it more. For a year, I've just been working on like the actual intrinsics of the business, like the just the day-to-day, like which carpenter, which factory, how many can we produce at certain time, blah blah blah. You know, so I've been using a year to put that together. So this next year, that's this year now, I'm now making it more into a brand. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've been doing. I've been trying to get into fashion for a while, and I can. But the thing is just, it's I want it to be more serious. I just feel like fashion to a lot of people, like the people just think, oh, when you just buy a T-shirt and print your name on it, you're a fashion designer, or you know, you understand? No shade to anybody, but you know what I mean, like. So I want my own to be more serious, like because I wanted to, and then I've been trying to make Hassani jeans.
The fact that you explained all of this, Hassani Homes, Kitchen, and all of that, I begin to understand, you know, putting your sitting room out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it makes a lot of strategic sense from where I am. I'm not, you know, like I'm not your. Yeah, I love your music, but I'm not your like regular on the streets of Twitter fan. So I totally get. I know that there's a strategy behind it, and now it's clear. Yeah, because people can look at your sitting room and say, "Oh, I do absolutely love this furniture. Please, who made it?"
Yeah, but you
and then you can.
But you know the funny thing, like, and to be honest, I never like. I'm a very private. Like, I never planned to like put out a picture of my house or my room or my bed, like. It was just because of like quarantine and stuff. And then my manager and my team, they were like, yo, we need content. You know, we have goals this year. We're trying to break Nigeria. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that show. So we need you, Rick, you have to post every morning. So me, I'm just like, what will I now do? I need to do something. So I just said, okay, you know what? Let me just, so I think it was, I first took it. The first one I posted was a picture of me on my couch or something like that, saying, oh, I'm so tired of, you know, staying at home or something like that. And then people were like, oh my God, your house is mad, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I didn't expect it at all. So when I saw the retweets that I got, and then I think that day I got like 2,000 followers extra. So I was just like,
oh, wow.
So if my parlor gives me 2,000, maybe my kitchen will give me 3,000, maybe my bedroom will give me 4,000. So that's when I started like posting, taking more pictures of. But this is where I've been. I mean, I got this house like almost 7 months ago. Maybe I came back last year from. So like I've been here for the longest time, and this is how the house has been. So I didn't really, to be honest, at first, it wasn't any kind of strategy, anything. I was just looking for something to do. But now I'm like, oh, this can actually now be a premise for when I now finally come out with Hassani Kitchen and Hassani Home. People will be like, oh yeah, of course, we want to buy it because we've seen, his house and what he can do.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, Mighty is asking about your relationship with Simi and when they should expect a collabo.
Oh, Simi is my person, actually. I've known her for years. We went to school together. The thing about music, and if you know this, like sometimes it just, we might actually try to make music, but it just wouldn't, like, we won't even, it just come when it comes. Let me just put it that way. It'll just come when it comes. Yeah, I mean, like, I can call Semina and we are in the studio the next day, but it's just, when the time is right, we'll both know and it'll be magic. We don't want to force anything. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So quickly, I was saying that what was your process whenever you wanted to record music? So do you sign a split sheet first? Do you guys agree on what, who's doing what and what the person gets, with regards to royalties and all of that? Is there an agreement like that? Or you just go ahead, make music first and talk about that later?
Okay, first of all, my team and my lawyer like, we already have like standard agreements for, if we're working with this producer, if we're working with this writer, if we're working with this artist. So we already have that standard agreement down, which is always open to negotiation depending on whoever it is that we're working and what the person wants as well. But we always have that ready. And then, but the thing is that when I'm going to work with anybody, we don't talk about that first. It just cannot be, that's my style. We can't, whoever you are, we first of all cannot talk about these splits or these things, because then I feel like we're putting that before the music. And once you put that before the music, it's not going to work. I mean, it's just how God is. God will say, oh, I'm a jealous God. And for me, I don't know about anybody else, I believe 100% that God gives me my creativity. These songs are not mine. It's God. These are God's songs, and He uses me to give them to the world. That's how I see it. So, if I'm making a song and you're the first thing you're talking about before the musical, I'm not saying let's not talk about it. We have to talk about it because it's business. But then, if the business is the first thing you're talking about, that means that you're putting, you're putting something else before the music, which to me is God. So if you're going to put something before God, then it's not me and you. It's not me and you, and that's just me. I'm telling you, like, we can talk about the music, and then after that, now say, okay, but what percentage is? Okay, I do this, so I do that, I do 10%, so I do 50%. Okay, fine, okay, cool. But we have to talk about the music first. We have to be in that room first because of the music, and because you respect my art, and because I respect your art, not because you see me as a walking streaming machine, and I'm seeing you as somebody that will help me get my streams up or something. No, that can't be the intention. The intention has to be purely that we are both here because we respect each other's creativity, and we're here to let God use us and give this music to the world through us, not because of money. Second, because of money, because we need to eat and we need to be all right. But first, it has to be because of the music and because of God.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Ric Hassani. Ric, it looks like we could keep having this conversation all day.
Yes, let's stop now. We have to stop now.
We do have to stop. All right. Thank you very much, Ric Hassani. You've been listening to Celebs. So, Ric, tell us your social media handle so people that are listening on radio can follow you.
My social media handle is at Ric Hassani. That's at RICHASSANI. On Twitter, everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can also check out his website. He's doing something very interesting there.
Yes. Check out my website. It's www.richassani.com. Yeah, man, just go on my website. It's cool stuff. I write letters to my fans and people that follow me. If you just go to the website, put your email address in there and put your phone number, I can call you at any time and also send you a message, and you can write me back as well. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rick. Enjoy a beautiful day. Thank you for
Thank
joining the
you.
conversation. We're going to be signing out
You
with a
too.
song called Wade.
Woo! Thank you, Fred.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You're welcome. All right. We just finished chatting with Ric Hassani. You're still listening to Celeb Stopover. Thank you very much for staying tuned to this week's edition of the show. A fresh edition of the show will come your way again next week. My name is Ife Adagwe. Big shout out to my amazing team. And that's talking about T Dot at I Am Unbeaten. Check him out on social media at I Am Unbeaten. He's a music producer, but he's also the sound guy for this show, making sure that even though we're doing this via an Instagram live video, the sound is on point. Yes, that's what he does. And of course, a big shout out also to Dale Greenix. He'll make sure that this video looks fantastic on Celeb Stopover YouTube page. So check out Celeb Stopover on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel on Celeb Stopover YouTube channel. Subscribe right now so that you can actually catch up with former previous videos. And then when Ric Hassani's video gets there, you could also watch it. And of course, big shout out to DJ Plug as publicist for this show. Enjoy a beautiful time, guys. Bye bye. Okay.